Welcome to my presentation. My name is Nasar Ahmad. This my presentation is about supramolecular chemistry. My student ID is 3820202013. My topic of presentation is supramolecular hydrogel. First of all, I would like to define what is mean by hydrogel. Hydrogels are 3D hydrophilic cross-linked polymer network with physical characteristics similar to soft biological tissue, which can hold a large amount of water via surface tension or capillary effect. Now, what are the category of hydrogels can be divided into two major categories. One is synthetic hydrogel while other is supramolecular hydrogel. I will limit myself on supramolecular gel. Now let's see what is mean by supramolecular gel. Supramolecular hydrogel. Supramolecular gel assemble via non-covalent attraction between low molecular weight gelator supramolecular hydrogel, which perfectly combine the advantage of synthetic hydrogel with those of supramolecular polymer. Supramolecular cross-linking by various non-covalent interactions such as hydrogen bonding, metal ligand coordination, host gas recognition, and electrostatic interaction remarkably reduce the structural flexibility and alter the microscopic performance, resulting in the formation of 3D cross-link network. Now history. A low molecular mass gelator was discovered in early 19th century. The supramolecular nature of these materials was poorly understood and they were largely neglected until late 20th century. In the recent past, molecules of great structural diversity, for instance, from the simplest alkane to the complex phthalocyanine, have been discovered to be gelator. Incidentally, the discovery of such molecule has been largely serendipitous. However, with the knowledge gained on aggregation of gelator molecule during past decade, attempts are being made to design gelator through incorporation of structural features that are known to promote one-dimensional aggregation. The next is preparation. Gel of a low molecular mass compound are usually prepared by heating the gelator in an appropriate solvent and cooling the resulting isotropic supersaturated solution to room temperature. When the hard solution is cooled, molecules start to condense and three situations are possible. These three situations are: number one, a highly ordered aggregation giving rise to crystal, that is, crystallization may occur; a random aggregation resulting in an amorphous precipitate; an aggregation process intermediate between these two yielding a gel. Means when this is happen, either a true crystalline form or amorphous precipitator form or gel is formed. The process of gelation involves cell association of gelator molecule to form long polymer like fibrous aggregate which get entangled during the aggregation process, forming a matrix that trap the solvent mainly by surface tension. This process prevents the flow of solvent under gravity and mass appear like a solid. In this slide, we can see preparation of hydrogel. In the slide on left side, in situ hydrogel formation using chemical cross linkage and ionic interaction between alginate and calcium ion. On the right side, in situ hydrogel formation using an enzymatic cross linkage reaction with or Sheraz peroxidase and hydrogen peroxide. Next, property and function. Supramolecular hydrogel display not only some basic physiochemical properties similar to covalent polymeric hydrogels such as water retention ability, drug loading capacity, biodegradability and biocompatibility, biostability, mechanical property. Beside, supramolecular hydrogel can be facilely modified with a wide range of functional components. thereby achieving expected functions such as optoelectronic property and bioactive property. And such function mainly derive from the intrinsic molecular structure of exogenous substances. Meanwhile, the dynamic switchable nature of supramolecular cross-linked network lead to unexpected function behind the molecular structure, including self-healing ability and shape memory ability. Now I would like to explain properties of supramolecular hydrogel one by one in detail. The first property, that is water retention ability and drug loading capability. Supramolecular hydrogel with 3D cross-linked network can be formed by either the supramolecular cross-linkage of hydrophilic polymeric building block or physical entanglement of supramolecular nanofiber assembled from amphiphilic molecule which have the ability to retain large volume of water, further leading to the swelling of hydrogel network in aqueous solution. The extent of swelling and the content of water retained in hydrogel are greatly depends on the hydrophilicity of polymer chain and cross-linkage density. To date, majority of supramolecular hydrogel have been reported to contain less than 98% water. Importantly, water retention ability endows the supramolecular hydrogel with the aqueous compatibility that is essential prerequisite to supramolecular polymeric material for various biomedical application. While the retained water account for the hydrogel lubricity and also serve as the primary conduct for the diffusion of solute into the hydrogel network. A second property is biodegradability, biocompatibility, and biostability. The non-biodegradable or non-metabolizable external material will gradually accumulate in the human body, which is very harmful to one health or even one life. Therefore, biodegradability and biocompatibility are of great significance for the exploitation of neo-physiological friendly biomaterial. Different from covalent hydrogel, supramolecular hydrogel, which can be spontaneously degrade or metabolized in various physiological environment of human body due to non-covalent cross-linkage in hydrogel network, show more prominent biodegradability and biocompatibility in vitro and in vivo. These hydrogel could be promising injectable biomaterial with adjustable degradation property to control both the cellular behavior as a regenerative cell matrix and the drug release behavior as a drug delivery vehicle. Meanwhile, biostability is also essential requisite for the supramolecular hydrogel for application in diagnosis and treatment of human cancer. The next property which I am going to explain, that is mechanical property. The conventional polymer hydrogel having covalent cross linkage are often brittle, having poor transparency and lack the ability to self heal. In contrast, the 3D non-covalent cross-linked network of supramolecular hydrogel show unique mechanical property, including both stiffness and elasticity to keep the hydrogel structure. However, most of the supramolecular hydrogel are mechanically weak and prone to fracture due to existence of inhomogeneous nature that serve as a crack initiation point, greatly restricting their application as a structure biomaterial such as cartilage. The macroscopic mechanical property of hydrogel are highly correlated to cross-link density. The next property of supramolecular hydrogel is stimuli responsiveness. The non-covalent nature of these supramolecular hydrogel offered them with high tunable mechanical property and the dynamic of supramolecular cross-link network allow the hydrogel to rapidly respond to multitude of external stimuli including physical like temperature, light, voltage, magnetic field, and chemical like pH, ionic strength, redox agent, enzyme, etc. Paramine These hydrogel rapidly respond to multitude of external stimuli parameter of surrounding environment. In general, these external stimuli have remarkable impact on cross linkage, further leading to the swelling or dissociation of cross-linked hydrogel network. With proper design of hydrogel, the swelling degree and gel salt transition behavior of these hydrogel can effectively control. The next property of hydrogel is optoelectronic property. Optoelectronic supramolecular hydrogel containing organic inorganic pi conjugated component or metal nanostructure show typical photoelectroluminescence property and photoelectroconductivity, making it excellent candidate for application in organic, optoelectronic and biomedical field. The desired optoelectronic performance of supramolecular hydrogel highly depends on the primary molecular structure of pi conjugated component and their intermolecular interaction in hydrogel. The optoelectronic supramolecular hydrogel can form by either molecular self-assembly of organic pi conjugated molecule containing building block or incorporation of inorganic component or metal nanostructure into the cross-link network to yield supramolecular hybrid hydrogel. Next property which I am going to explain of supramolecular hydrogel is self-healing. As a new class of supramolecular smart material, self-healing supramolecular hydrogel that have the ability to spontaneously repair their damage and recover their performance in aqueous media upon exposure to suitable external stimulus have attracted much attention recently due to automatic healing nature and their wide application in various fields. In striking contrast to covalent polymeric hydrogel, the reversible nature of non-covalent interaction conceptually impact the resulting supramolecular hydrogel with the capacity to achieve repeated healing at the molecular level to fully restore the original material property. These are some properties which are related with the supramolecular hydrogel, and the final property, that is bioactive property. Bioactive property: the supramolecular hydrogel formed by the self-assembly of bioactive function molecule like peptide, protein, carbohydrate can be used as either promising vehicle for delivering pharmaceutical agent to specific tumor site or biomaterial for tissue engineering application. The resulting bioactive supramolecular hydrogel system displays several advantages such as facile functionalization, smart responsiveness to various external stimuli, and specific recognition ability towards self-surface acceptor. Peptide and protein having biological activity play a key role in metabolic regulation and modulation. Because of their versatile structure and excellent biocompatibility, peptide are protein-based amphiphilic consisting of hydrophilic peptide or protein segment covalently bonded to hydrophobic segment have been widely utilized to produce bioactive supramolecular material. So these are the properties. Beside these properties, there are number of other properties of supramolecular hydrogel, but I limit myself over here. And the next part which I am going to explain is the application of supramolecular hydrogel. Application of hydrogel. Hydrogel are used in many fields. This is due to their specific structure and compatibility with different condition of use. Flexibility of hydrogel, which is because of their water content, make it possible to use them in different conditions ranging from industrial to biological, and the biocompatibility of the material used to produce them, and also their chemical behavior in biological environment which can be non-toxic extend their application to the medical sciences. Major application and some example of hydrogel uses I will explain here. Beside these, there are a number of other application of supramolecular hydrogel. I will explain these application one by one in brief. The first application is drug delivery. Controlled drug delivery system, which are used to deliver drug at certain rate to predefined period of time, have been used to overcome the limitation of regular drug formulation. The marvelous property of hydrogel make them a great choice in drug delivery application. The hydrogel structure with high porosity can be obtained by controlling two factors. Number one, the degree of cross-linking in the matrix, and number two, the affinity of hydrogel to the aqueous environment in which swelling occur. Due to the porous structure, hydrogel are highly permeable to different kind of drug, and thus drug can be loaded and in proper condition released. The possibility of releasing pharmaceutical for long period of time is main advantage obtained from hydrogel and drug delivery investigation, which result in supplying a high concentration of active pharmaceutical substances to the specific location over long period of time. Second application, which is uh, dye and heavy metal dye and heavy metal removal. This is also a very important application. Heavy metal pollution is commonly found in wastewater of many industrial processes and have been known to cause severe threat to the public health and ecological system. The removal of heavy metal ion from various water reservoirs is of great scientific and practical interest. Synthetic cross-linked polyacrylate hydrogel have been used to remove heavy metal toxicity from aqueous media. However, application of these synthetic material on large scale may not be practical solution because they are very costly. Chitosan based hydrogel are applicable in removal of heavy metal ion due to the presence of multiple amino and hydroxyl group in their structure. This applicability originates from the tendency of metal ion to form chelate with so-called amino group. Next application is contact lenses. A key area in the use of synthetic hydrogel for bio application is ophthalmology, especially contact lens. A contact lens is a small optical device placed directly on the uh, cornea to add the corneal power. The first concept of using contact lens was described in 1508 that consists of immersing the eye in bowl of water. At the end of 1960, contact lenses were developed using uh, non-covalent supramolecular hydrogel. Hydrogel used for the production of contact lens can cover most of the requirement needed when using in different physiological condition. For hydrogel material that is used as a contact lens, there are some necessities to make it comfortable during usage. These necessities include amount of water content, good mechanical property, permeability towards oxygen, wettability of surface, good optical facilities, stability towards hydrolysis and sterilization, having non-toxic nature and high enough biological tolerance for living cell. In order to increase the water content of hydrogel and achieve enhanced swelling effect, different types of monomer can be used. These include dihydroxy methacrylate, methacrylic acid, acrylamide, and many other. These supramolecular hydrogels are one of the most suitable material to be used for the preparation of contact lenses. Next application of supramolecular hydrogel is pH sensor. Stimuli responsive polymer or hydrogel can change their volume significantly in response to small change of certain environmental parameter. Cationic polyelectrolytes dissolve more at low pH and ionic polyelectrolyte vice versa, and this is due to ionization. Two types of transducer are used in pH sensitive hydrogel sensor: transducer based on mechanical work performed by hydrogel swelling and shrinkage, and those observing change in property of free swelling gel. The ability of hydrogel to deform or to strain mechanically a transduction element resulting in change of special property of that element or in a change of detectable distance is the basis operation of transducer based on mechanical work of hydrogel. These are classified as optical transducer, including reflective uh, diaphragms or fibers, Bragg grating sensor, and mechanical transducer, including micro cantilevers and bending plate transducer. Means these supramolecular hydrogels can be used to observe pH of material. Next application, that is biosensor. Combining physical and chemical sensor result in biosensor. These are two definitions for what a biosensor can do. It can be thought as a device that can sense and report a biological property of system under study, or a device that can deliver useful analytical information from transforming biochemical data. A common aspect in all biosensor is the presence of biological recognition part that make it possible to analyze biological information. Biosensors are become increasingly important as practical tool to cover a wide variety of application area, including point of care testing, home diagnostic, and environmental monitoring. Biological recognition part play a bioelement consist of Bioelement consists of different structures like enzyme, antibodies, living cell, or tissue, but point is specificity toward one inlet and zero response to the other interference. These are various methods for coupling biomolecule with sensor, including entrapment into the membrane, physical adsorption, entrapment into the matrix, and covalent bonding. Next, the high water content and hydrophilic nature of hydrogel are similar to wild filling component of extracellular matrix and render them intrinsically biocompatible. Hence, apparent application of hydrogel in biosensor is the protection and coating function of sensor part to prevent undesired infection with biological molecule or cell. Hydrogel can be used as an immobilized material for the biosensing element and provide excellent environment for enzyme and other biomolecule to preserve their active and function structure. Beside these, supramolecular hydrogel can be used to recognize various part in spinal cord of human, and also site of injury can be identified using hydrogel. It can also be used as one of the excellent supramolecular capacitor. Hydrogel can be used as a supramolecular capacitor. So these are some applications of supramolecular hydrogels. Feature perspective. The development of supramolecular hydrogel in the past 2 decades not only has underscored the above implication, but also has provided a fundamentally new approach for chemists to control the property of soft material via the molecular engineering of diverse set of substrate for a wide range of application. To further realize the far-reaching impact of supramolecular hydrogel in many fields of science and technology, from chemistry to physics and to biology, and from material to pharmacy to health, it would be helpful to review the progress made so far and to consider possible new directions. Now, at the end conclusion, this presentation was aimed to introduce briefly the hydrogel, a class of natural or synthetic polymeric material that have the ability to hold huge amount of water because of their specific structure and subsequent swelling property. Based on this ability, they found a wide variety of application, and because of possibility to modify the polymeric structure to obtain desired functionality, the area of application are rapidly expanding. They can be designed in such a way that they can respond to specific stimulus, including pH, temperature, light, etc. at a predefined level and thus be stimuli responsive. Among their amazing characteristics, the biocompatibility and biodegradability make them a powerful candidate to use in biological and environmental application as implant or material for removal of toxic pollutant. Thank you for your attention.